I'm Pete Acosta. I'm the new Chief of Police in the town of Morrisville. So I'm originally from Alamance County. Before coming to Morrisville, I spent 20 years serving with the City of Graham Police Department. Came to the town of Morrisville in 2018. Prior to being the chief here in Morrisville, I served as a lieutenant and a captain with the police department here. In October of 21, I was appointed as the interim chief of police. So at a very young age, I knew that I wanted to serve in a way that helped people. Wanted to be that person that could protect folks who could not protect themselves. I grew up in a domestic violence home, and that kind of really gave me the passion to want to be there for folks who lived in certain or very similar situations as I did. I had an older brother who was a very good role model for me and still is to this day. With that, in 1995, I decided to be a police officer. So I have a two-step philosophy. One is really building a sense of value in others, which highlight those at their natural best. Secondly, it's very simple in a philosophy of service. What I find to be most important is if we were serving someone that we cared about or a family member, would we be proud of our approach? And so that's how we look at every time we go to a call. That's how we gauge our success is, are we proud of our approach? One of my top goals as the Chief of Police is really to increase our customer satisfaction for our residents and our visitors, to include our job satisfaction for our police officers. So it's my hope that as we move forward, when our residents and our visitors see one of our officers, they're always glad to see our officers, and they understand that officers are either to help or just have a conversation and be a part of the community.
I state your name.
I, Pete Acosta,
Do solemnly and sincerely swear that as the Chief of Police for the town of Morrisville, I will support the Constitution of the United States, that I'll be faithful and bear true allegiance to the state of North Carolina, to the constitutional powers and authorities which are or may have been established in the government thereof, that I will endeavor to support, maintain, and defend the Constitution of said state, not inconsistent with the Constitution of the United States, to the best of my knowledge and ability, so help me God.
So help me God.
I state your name.
I, Pete Acosta,
Do solemnly swear that as Chief of Police for the town of Morrisville, I will be alert and vigilant to enforce the criminal laws of this state, that I will not be influenced in any manner on account of personal bias or prejudice, that I will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of my office as law enforcement officer according to the best of my skill, abilities, and judgment, so help me God.
so help me God.
Then we'll have airplanes.
Right, yeah, by the time I get into it, the airplane's coming over.